I'm Mark Justin Salonga, a former president of Alpha Pi Omega International Collegiate Service Fraternity and Sorority Tarlac State University. Here's my activities to be done in my development year of service and achievements. Also, I've been in Lawag before to attend the General Assembly in my fraternity.
Hello guys! For today's vlog, we will tackle about the Bloom's taxonomy. So first, what is Bloom's taxonomy of 1956? Bloom's taxonomy was created in 1956 under the leadership of educational psychologist, which is Dr. Benjamin Bloom, in order to promote higher form of thinking educational, such as analyzing and evaluating concepts, processes, procedures, and principles. Rather than just remembering fact, it is most often used when designing educational training and processes. This taxonomy of learning behavior may be true of us. The goal of the learning process, that is, after a learning episode, the learner should have acquired a new skills, knowledge, and attitude.
The three domains of learning: cognitive, mental skills, knowledge; affective, growth in feeling or emotional area; attitude, psychological, motor, manual or physical skills.
The next one is the cognitive domain. This one is involved knowledge and the development of intellectual skills. This include the recall of or recognition of specific facts, procedural pattern, and concept that serve in the development of the intellectual activities and skills. During the 1990s, Lauren Anderson and a group of cognitive scientists updated the taxonomy. The revision they made appear purely minor. However, they do not have significant impact on how people use the taxonomy. The changes can be divided into three categories: the terminology, the structure, and the emphasis.
Changes to terminology. The first thing most people recognize is the different terminology. The revised version changes the name of each of the 6 level. For example, the lowest level of the original, knowledge, was renamed and classified as remembering. It is also important to note the change from nouns to verbs to describe the different level of the taxonomy. Second, changes to structure. This revised taxonomy moved the evaluation stage down a level, and the higher element became creating. At the second to the highest level of the revised version, people depend to the support, justify, and evaluate their opinion on this information. Lastly, changes in emphasis. The revision emphasized the use of taxonomy as a tool for alignment of curriculum planning, instructional delivery, and assessment. Additionally, the revision is aimed to broader audience.
Question number 3. Based on the presentation, why do you need revised Bloom taxonomy in creating test questionnaires? As a teacher, we need revised Bloom's taxonomy because it can help us to plan and deliver appropriate instruction to the students and ensure that instruction and assessment are aligned with the objectives. For example, examination. The last question. Based on the presentation, create at least 2 questions for cognitive level and explain why it belongs to that level. Remembering questions. For example, write the definition of a vocabulary words. List the part of a bicycle. Name the cities in the region 3. Understanding. For example, summarize the main idea of the story. Number 2. Draw a picture showing the word's meaning. Number 3. Classify the part of a speech in the sentence given. Applying. Example number 1. Describe how would you use the net to catch fish. Example number 2. Solve the problem using the concept given. Example number 3. Write a sentence using 3 new vocabulary words. Analyzing. Question. Compare how the climate is similar between two countries. Question number 2. Research the best method of removing stain from clothing. Level of evaluation. Question number 1. Explain the best alternative among the 3 choices. Question number 2. Decides which part of the speech are more variable to create a sentence. Creating level. Question number 1. Create a device that can pick up a small object. Question number 2. Write a story that leaves the reader in suspense.